What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another exciting episode of In today's episode, by golly, we've got some stories to talk about. Okay, people, so for starters, we got 3 Tokyo Revengers related stories. In particular, one, the big enchilada of the 3 stories, is regarding the series entering its final arc. Yes, we're going to get into it. We got a small update for the Fire Force manga and what sales are looking like. Big update for the upcoming 7 Deadly Sins for whoever out there, if there's anybody out there that is looking forward to it, besides me, because I'm actually looking forward to it. I like 7 Deadly Sins regardless. We got some a little bit late sales of the recent manga, the top 50, and also a really cool update on Berserk manga sales. We got 3 pieces of Demon Slayer news, including regarding the video game, the film, and what it's been doing lately, and also a big one that I wanted to talk about regarding the new ending for the Demon Slayer story. You may have seen it making rounds, but if not, I got you covered on a little bit of insight into it, but also a message from the creator, Koyoharu Gotoge, regarding the ending of Demon Slayer, the new ending, the updated ending. Got an interesting update for Attack on Titan, something crazy that Shueisha is doing to promote the release of One Piece's 100th volume. Small update for the Boruto manga. We got 2 small pieces of Black Clover news. A tiny update regarding Jujutsu Kaisen. Well, I don't know if it'd be tiny, but we got a little bit of a cool thing. Really awesome stuff regarding Vinland Saga's anime. We got an update for the release of the upcoming Pokemon games, and we got some author comments from various creators in Shonen Jump and Weekly Shonen Magazine. And yeah, those are the stories we got. A lot of them at that. Without further ado, let's jump into another exciting episode of the only news source that provides anything and everything anime and manga related, and we don't bore you. We get into it. Let's do it.
No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done.
Okay, people, so let's start off with some Tokyo Revengers. For starters, Tokyo Revengers will be getting a stage play adaptation this August, and based on the image, the actors look like, for the most part, they're on point. I'm not even gonna lie, they look really close to how the anime characters look, and I'm imagining the manga as well, so really dope stuff there. I wish we could see more of those, man. I really wish. That would be so awesome. We also got a big update on Tokyo Revengers sales. The excellent Tokyo Revengers by Ken Wakui has 17 million copies in circulation already, and I believe a shit ton of those copies are just fairly recently sales that just happened. Like that's really nuts of how huge the anime has boosted it. And also, Tokyo Revengers is entering its final arc in Shonen Magazine issue number 27. So if you're a big Tokyo Revengers fan and you're going from the anime to the manga, expect that the manga is going to be wrapping up soon, which is really unfortunate, especially considering this is a Kodansha title, and I'm always rooting for, because, you know, competition is very healthy. It makes everything go a lot more smooth. It makes authors step their game up or whatnot. So the fact that this was a Kodansha title that was blowing up, I always love that, because, okay, it gives Shueisha a run for their money. They got to go a little bit harder. But now that it's ending, it's kind of like, well, it's blowing up. Kodansha gets a bunch of money, but that doesn't really help us, because Shueisha's going to feel like, it's over. Who cares? That's not helping Kodansha. Move on, whatever. So I'm a little bit disappointed with that, but from what I heard, it does make sense in terms of story-wise, so that's always a benefit. It does make sense that it's going to end because of where it's at right now. So I'm not going to be too disappointed, because, hey, if it's supposed to end right here and the way the story's going, it should end, then end it. But yeah, 3 big stories for Tokyo Revengers. Let me know what you guys think of that. Moving forward, we got a small update for Fire Force, because Fire Force is getting the lead color page for Shonen Magazine issue 25, alongside an announcement that it has 15 million copies in circulation. Shout outs to Fire Force. I really enjoyed the first season of the anime, of what I've seen, because I think I'm like only a couple episodes shy of finishing season 1. Pretty dope, and it's from the creators of Soul Eater, and Soul Eater was awesome too. And since we're on the topic of Weekly Shonen Magazine, I noticed I just kind of bunched up a bunch of Kodansha stuff. We got an update on the 7 Deadly Sins Dragon's Judgment, because apparently the final season will be released to Netflix on June 28th. So this is an update for the actual anime TV series. Finally, about freaking time. I can't wait. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm gonna binge the living crap out of this. Every time I think, like, okay, I think this month I'm gonna cancel Netflix, I think I'm good on it. Oh, Record of Ragnarok. Oh, 7 Deadly Sins is dropping the final season. So yeah, if you're looking forward to it, you're an anime only with 7 Deadly Sins, regardless of the quality. June 28th, you're going to be able to get your watch on, and I know my nephew as well, he's dying for this shit, so we're probably going to watch this shit together. Moving forward, we got a quick update regarding sales of a lot of the recent recent volumes. In particular, it's like the top 50. So going from 50 up, it's a manga I've never heard of. Then some Kingdom volumes. But really what interests me, to be honest with you, like, yeah, we got all of this really dope stuff. A lot of Tokyo Revengers volumes. Like, you could tell the anime is blowing up the back catalog. But going to the top 10, once again, Tokyo Revengers at number 10. Then moving forward, a lot of manga that are just kind of like unknown. I've never heard of MF Ghost 11. I've never heard of Ojoto Bankenkun, although I'm not sure what the hell that is. Tensei Kenja no Isekai Life. Like, what the heck is that? Ajin. Oh shit, Ajin is still going? I thought that shit ended, to be honest with you. Of course, Jujutsu Kaisen 5 and 6. And then number 1, I've never heard of this manga. Ona no Sono no Hoshi Volume 2. A lot of really interesting stuff in here that, again, I've just never heard of. But then, like, everything else is like Tokyo Revengers and Jujutsu Kaisen volumes. Like, it's bananas how big Tokyo Revengers is turning out to be. And again, these are a little bit late, so that's why I'm not going to put too much emphasis, because we're like a day or two shy of them releasing the next set of sales of the week. But it was an interesting look at, like, holy shit, it's not just filled with, like, you know, the top 10 of just being jump titles. Like, yeah, other publishers are coming with some heat. And while we're talking about a little bit of sales, Berserk manga, with, of course, the very unfortunate passing of the legend himself, Kentaro Miura, apparently Berserk manga sales are going through the roof. All Berserk Deluxe Edition manga volumes rank on Amazon's overall best-selling books list. All 8 currently published deluxe edition volumes of Kentaro Miura's Berserk manga from Dark Horse Comics have ranked in the list of top 100 overall best-selling books on Amazon.com since the announcement on Wednesday of Miura's passing, and it can be confirmed that the highest ranking book was the first volume at number 9. And yeah, it looks like it's the chain reaction of, like, what happens with music, for example. Whenever an artist passes away, a lot of people stream their music. Seems as though that happened with a legend like Kentaro Miura. A lot of people are going to check out what Berserk is all about. To be honest with you, I feel a certain way that, like, because I have all of the original volumes. I think I'm missing, like, just maybe the latest, but I have, like, all of the singular volumes. But when I see those big giant books, I'm like, oh my god, I want them. And I might actually double dip. Is Berserk. Kentaro Miura deserves it. His family deserves every single ounce of support. So I might actually double dip, just being honest with you. I love Berserk. It's tatted on me for life, fam. So I might do that. But yeah, shout outs to everybody supporting Berserk. Keep supporting Berserk. It deserves it, man. And you're in for one hell of a treat. It's a dark story. It's not for the faint at heart, but if you can manage and muster through all of that, you're in for masterpiece. Moving forward, we got a couple of stories regarding Demon Slayer. Just first of all, an update on the sales of the movie. Aniplex announced that Kimetsu no Yaiba Mugen Train film has surpassed 51.7 billion yen in worldwide box office revenue, with over 41.3 million admissions. So, you know, just standard, hey, it is doing fantastic. It is doing phenomenal. The only record that I know of that it still has not surpassed is being the #1 anime film in America, and that still is held by Pokemon the first movie at 85 million. In America, I think it just passed the 45 million mark. So it could happen, but it's still a ways off, and a lot of the hype is starting to die down because everybody's already went and seen the film. But either way, shout outs to Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, tearing it up, the movie. And while we're talking about Demon Slayer, we got an update on the video game. Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, the Hinokami Chronicles video game, will also come out in English, and it has a trailer. So if you were worried, like, yeah, they're not going to hold it hostage in Japan. They are definitely going to localize this game everywhere, which I'm wondering, are they going to do the English dub as well? Like, I know it's coming over here in English, but I'm imagining, yeah, I guess, because it's like on Netflix and everywhere, they're probably going to dub it. And my god, you don't understand how hype I am. I don't know, and maybe it's just me, and we're going to talk because there's one other big story that we have regarding Demon Slayer, but it's maybe all the marketing that over time something happens where, like, I've liked Demon Slayer for a long time. You go back, check the records, 3 years ago, I'm talking about, like, I read the first volume and I'm in love with it, oh my god, and shit like that. But the ending, the last fight of the manga, kind of left a sour taste in a lot of people's mouth, including myself. But as things have been going in the anime, I've rewatched the anime, I don't know, 3 or 4 different times now at this point, waiting for the next season. The film was fantastic. Demon Slayer is really rising up in terms of how I feel about it. And maybe, again, it's just all the marketing and everything is actually winning, but I'm really falling more in love with this story, and it is becoming a staple in my top list. I don't know where, but it's somewhere in my top 20, top 30 shonen manga of all time. Like, I'm just really... I like this story. And one of the big things that also helped is the next story regarding Demon Slayer, because it's been making rounds, and I want to say the volume came out a bit ago, but it's actually been making rounds that the Demon Slayer updated ending is out, and a lot of people are talking about it. And to be honest with you, I read it myself, and I gotta say that, wow, because we just had the story where the updated ending for Attack on Titan leaked, and everybody was like, oh my god, what the hell is this shit? The Demon Slayer updated ending made it way better. Like, people like to put the Promised Neverland, Attack Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer endings together and say like, yo, those are 3 hated endings or whatever. But Demon Slayer's new updated ending, very brief spoilers, so if you don't want to hear about it, then please, you know, by all means. But it just really gave more context to the characters. It focused less on this next generation-esque thing and more so gave context to the characters and closure to the characters that we actually cared about, gave confirmation on some pairings, and just in general, it was fantastic. Like, I wish this would have been the original one. A lot of people wouldn't have had a sour taste in their mouth. Don't get me wrong, doesn't make up for the final fight. I still have a problem with the final fight, but nevertheless, I am so much more passionate about Demon Slayer after reading that ending. And we also got a message from the creator of Demon Slayer, Koyoharu Gotoge. Let's read that. This was her final message, he, her, there. I'm not sure if this is a male or female that wrote Demon Slayer, but yeah, this was the final message that was left regarding Demon Slayer. Thank you, everybody. This is Gotoge. The final volume has now been published, and now Kimetsu no Yaiba has come to a close. I believe there were a lot of imperfections and careless errors in it, but I want to thank every single one of you who read this to the very end and sent me letters of support from the bottom of my heart. This author also strives to become a wonderful person who can be kind to others even when I'm in pain. That kind of makes sense about being in pain due to, you know, whatever was going on behind the scenes while Gotoge had to kind of leave the industry for a while. I know a lot of people were constantly looking forward to this manga, but some of them weren't able to see it through to the end. I would like to express my apologies to them. If we ever manage to meet again somewhere someday, I dream that we can be friends. This manga is a story I made with everyone. If it wasn't for every single one of you picking up this manga, this story would never existed. Thank you for fighting together with Tanjiro. Thank you for crying and smiling. You have saved a lot of people. It has been an utmost honor for me. Thank you all very, very much. To every single one of you who supported me, helped me in my time of need, and were involved in the making of this manga, I wish you all have happy lives in the future. Thank you. Yeah, it just sounds like towards the end of the run and why the series kind of had that somewhat rushed feel of an ending. Maybe Gotoge lost somebody. I hope not. But it sounds like with everything I'm saying, you know, my time of need and the pain that I'm in, probably something really horrible happened with Gotoge, and my heart goes out to the author. And this kind of sad little final message, because it was a wonderful addition, man. Like, Demon Slayer ending is just a lot better. That final chapter is a lot better with what was added, so I can't wait to see that shit animated. And shout outs to Koyoharu Gotoge. This was a very heartfelt message. I felt like I felt it. I felt like actually there was genuine sincerity in what was being said in there. And yeah, people, the train continues, because I'm sure Demon Slayer it's not going away at any time soon, so hop on board. It's pretty awesome. Next up, we got an interesting update on Attack on Titan. Apparently, Attack on Titan's Manga Titan-sized edition was recognized by the Guinness World Records as the largest comic book published, so it's been 100% confirmed. The 1 meter long special edition was sold out in about 2 minutes. In case you forgot the story that I reported on, it's just giant volume. That's such a really genius marketing scheme, making giant books of a story about, like, you know, these giant creatures and shit like that. And they broke a Guinness World Record, which is really awesome. Like, yo, that's dope. I don't know. I wish I could have one, but they were sold out in like 2 minutes, and yeah, I don't think I would have been able to get my hands on that. But shout outs to the people that did. And yo, Attack on Titan breaking a Guinness World Record. Huge. Some might say Titan-sized. And Shueisha with their creative marketing schemes, apparently because One Piece is reaching its 100th volume release. I think they just showcased the cover for 99. It has like Big Mom on it. It looks really, really cool, whatever. But we're getting the 100th volume release, and that's a very big deal. Of course, we just had the release of chapter 1000 at the beginning of this year, and now we got this. And to commemorate it, the release of One Piece volume 99, a total of 100 taxis collaborating with the Tokyo Mobility Gallery canvas will have different panels from each volume on their windows. So basically, you're gonna see, if you're in Tokyo in Japan, you're gonna see cabs driving around with pictures of One Piece on them. Like, yo, Shueisha always coming with, that's creative. That's a creative way of marketing your stuff, especially something huge like One Piece. Anybody sees that, like, if I was in Tokyo, or if I just in general saw a car driving by with One Piece, it's going to make me think, damn, I want to read some One Piece. Yo, let me go. I think it's on Netflix, right? Like, that's going to be a great marketing tool, them just driving around with these One Piece panels on the windows and shit. And congrats to One Piece, yo. Very few manga are able to reach a milestone such as 100 volumes, and let alone still be selling 1 million plus each and every volume. That's no small feat by any means. Shout outs to the King of the Pirates, Luffy. Shout outs to Eiichiro Oda, the godlike man that he is. Really dope. dope stuff. Moving forward, we got a quick update on the Boruto manga. Apparently on Manga Plus, Boruto Naruto Next Generations was #1 on the hottest section, meaning that it's the most read manga at that particular point, with 742,751 readers, topping One Piece, My Hero, Dragon Ball Super, and Black Clover, which were all in the top 5. But big congrats to Boruto. It may not be the Goliath of sales wise, but in terms of, at the very least, people actually reading it on a free app, you know, it is what it is. People really like them some Boruto, I guess, right? People are really reading it. It's just that for whatever reason, people aren't going out and purchasing the volumes. I don't know, but yeah, that's really dope. 742,000. One Piece was at 687, so what, over 50, 60 something thousand readers on Boruto than One Piece, which was #2, so dope shit there. And a couple of pieces of Black Clover news. For starters, Black Clover will get the cover and lead page for Shonen Jump issue number 27. So Black Clover doing big things, and I'm imagining we're probably going to get some type of news for the upcoming film. I mean, it's been a little bit since we got the announcement and the end of the anime. Probably we'll get a visual or two of the upcoming movie, hopefully here soon. And also some great news for Black Clover, because Toonami airs Black Clover's anime's 4th season on June 19th. The official Facebook page for Adult Swim's Toonami programming block confirmed on Monday that the Black Clover anime will continue airing on the block for its 4th season, starting on June 19th at 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The series' 3rd season is currently airing on Toonami, so it's not like it ended. And just taking a look at Toonami's lineup, like, yo, they got the right lineup. Like, this is what you should have. The most popular titles: My Hero at 12, Dr. Stone at 12:30, 1 a.m. Food Wars, 1:30 The Promised Neverland, 2 a.m. Black Clover. I'd probably swap a couple of things around here. 2:30 they still got the GOAT Naruto Shippuden, 3 a.m. Attack on Titan, 3:30 Dragon Ball Super. Like, yo, I'm saying you got Naruto, Dragon Ball, Attack on Titan, My Hero, Black Clover. You got everything that you need to bring in an audience. Like, they still doing a bang up job, even though Toonami used to be longer, but they kicking ass. And that's really dope that they're going to give Black Clover a run all the way through till the end. Very small update for Jujutsu Kaisen, because the upcoming issue of Weekly Shonen Jump has a cover of Jujutsu Kaisen, and it looks phenomenal. It got Yuta, Yuji. It just got the beast-like cover. Shoutouts to Jujutsu Kaisen, because yeah, that's in honor of its 3rd year anniversary, 3 years strong. And yeah, I want to own that magazine. I'm not even gonna lie, I probably might import that one because it looks really good. Moving forward, we got a small update for Vinland Saga, because Sentai Filmworks recently announced some dubs that were coming in. They said, we're bringing the heat in August with new anime and new dubs, preview of our upcoming pre-orders. And on the cover of it, it said official August 2021 slate with a picture of Thorfinn from Vinland Saga. So it seems as though Vinland Saga is going to be getting a dub. That would make sense to put that on Toonami. Like, Vinland Saga is awesome. It's a little bit more of a mature show. I don't know if they'd be able to do it though, because it's from Amazon, and I don't think there's good relations between the two, so I'm not sure how that would work. But yeah, shout out to Sentai getting a dub out there for Vinland Saga. Like, I don't know, it's one of my favorite anime of the last few years. It's really awesome. Small update for Pokemon. Apparently the Pokemon Legends Arceus, if that's how you pronounce it, will be dropping January 28th of 2022, and pre-orders are available now. And yeah, this is going to be a must for me. I love Pokemon. The game looks awesome. The graphics look great. I think this is going to be a very big one. So I am definitely picking up Pokemon Legend Arceus, again, if that's how you pronounce it. Shout outs to that. And oh yeah, I gotta get the latest Pokemon Snap, man. I've been excited about that. And lastly, we got a bunch of author comments. We're just gonna read straight through them. Ken Wakui, author of Tokyo Revengers, said, sashimi in the flounder fin is much more classy than fluke eye, but I prefer fluke eye sashimi overall. Just talking about, I want to say, like, you know, seafood and stuff like that. Hiro Mashima, creator of Fairy Tail / Eden Zero, said both comedians and VTubers are playing Monster Hunter together, so hunts are always filled with endless laughter. He's a huge Monster Hunter fan. He actually wrote Monster Hunter Orage, if I'm not mistaken, which was a short one-shot manga. Atsushi Okubo, author of Fire Force, said, I spent the day off riding around on my bicycle playing Dragon Quest Walk. I might have been alone and played from dawn till dusk, but it was truly a lot of fun. Shoutouts to, like, they love them some Dragon Quest in Japan for whatever reason. Like, that's why Yoshihiro Togashi, well, one of the many reasons why he don't give a shit, because he's just having fun. Nakaba Suzuki, author of Seven Deadly Sins / Knights of the Apocalypse, said, I exclusively have the Solitary Gourmet BD playing in my workplace. I'm imagining that's some sort of film. And then on the Shonen Jump side of things, Gege Akutami, author of Jujutsu Kaisen, said something really dark. I was studying history when I realized that all these people are dead. Talk about spoilers. Talk about dark humor. My Hero Academia's Kohei Horikoshi said, I'm already hyped for the next Venom movie. I've been eagerly awaiting the appearance of Carnage. I wonder if he's spoiling that some shit like that is going to happen with My Hero. Yuki Tabata, Black Clover, said Chapter 291 had Magma instead of Magna, and Chapter 292 had a kanji mistake and an attack name. These are like find the difference levels of errors, so little small errors, nothing big, and I don't think we'll, have to deal with that over here in English. And Dr. Stone's Boichi said, I love Inagaki Sensei's story so much lately that I'm transfixed. Really dope stuff there, a whole bunch of author comments. And those are the stories we have for today's episode. Curious what you guys think. The 3 stories of Tokyo Revengers, Fire Force update, 7 Deadly Sins anime coming to Netflix June 28th, the top-selling manga, Berserk manga sales going crazy, the 3 Demon Slayer stories, including the new ending, your thoughts and your take on that, Attack on Titan breaking the Guinness World Record and being official, One Piece taxis to promote Volume 100, Boruto topping Manga Plus, Black Clover returning to Toonami and getting the next issue of Weekly Shonen Jump's cover, Jujutsu Kaisen's cover, Vinland Saga's dub, the new Pokemon game release date and pre-order, and the author comments, and your thoughts on any of the stories we covered in this episode. Very jam-packed episode. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule. Anime and manga. For life, boy. Have an awesome day. Peace in, and you guys just watched another episode of ForneverWorld. Have an awesome day.